Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, coming at you live to talk about episode 3 of the anime series Shokugeki no Soma, San no Sara, or the Third Plate. And much as I had somewhat expected, Soma lost out against Kuga in this episode, or at least the first round, sort of sales, for this Moon Festival. And but I love this is exactly what I love about Soma. He is resilient. He bounces back, and he's trying to keep actively learning. He's trying to keep adaptable. And so he's pushing his little cart around and giving out free samples and trying to test out other alternatives and listen to the patrons, listen to the potential customers, what they would be desiring, especially if they're walking around all day eating a lot. As one guy says, this is what prompts Soma to make a noodle dish that he kind of adapts out of the black pepper bun, that kind of thing. And he's not going to take it lying down. He's going to keep trying to aggressively advance forward but do it tactically as well as observationally, just paying attention to the clientele, the potential clientele that would walk up and want to purchase, his food, his creations. And I loved that whole air of mystery that we got where he's having a clandestine meeting with someone. We only see the hand, and judging by the shape and size of the hand, I'm almost wondering if it's not Subaru, the big burly guy from the second season, Sara. I don't know. It's just my guess. I don't think it's going to end up being Soma's father having returned or something like that. I mean, it could be. Or someone completely, unbeknownst to us, something like that, a complete surprise. I don't know what direction it's going to go, but we see two of the local girls walking past his diner at the end of the episode post-credits, and there's something going on in there, and they think Soma's returned, but obviously he hasn't. So I think whomever this is, this is why Soma was giving whomever this is the keys, and they're going in there doing something. I don't know what exactly they're doing. Maybe they're going to get ingredients that he needs, because he has been actively thinking about this, especially the idea of the mapo tofu, which is what is chiefly utilized in Kuga's dishes, being the Sichuan style and everything like that. So it seems as though Soma is going to fall back or call back on utilizing the mapo tofu. But maybe, because he said he ends up talking about it with Megumi and Now, who it's hilarious how she's attracted to some of his smelly food as well. The peanut butter, calamari or whatever it was. And such like that. And then for like several scenes, all the while, Soma and Megumi are talking back and forth. She's in the background munching on like a black pepper bun or something like that. But, as part of that discussion was the idea that the mapo tofu was something that they served in the diner. His father served, but he tapered back the spices and the flavors to make it a little more broadened as far as the range of being, something the various amounts of customers would come in and order. More people would order it if it was less signature, if you will, of being too spicy or too flavorful or whatever like that, or having a particular flavor. Making it, a dish with mass appeal, in other words. And so Soma is actively, while he's pushing his cart around, he's actively just consuming all of this information and orchestrating it in his mind to figure out how to utilize it, how to adapt it, and how to, sort of bring about a dish, at least in his hopes, in his estimations, that would be on par with, if not edge out, Kuga's. And I don't really think he's going to succeed. I mean, it would really highly shock me if he manages to take more money in than Kuga's establishment. With all the money we've seen them taking in this episode, it's gobsmacking. Top contender 2 days in a row. I don't know how the hell Soma thinks he's gonna, reach being on par with that, level with that, let alone surpassing it. But I'm ready to be surprised if that's the case, if that's actually doable. I'm going to be highly intrigued to see how he manages to accomplish that. But I really I can't even begin to speculate how that might be achievable at the moment, even if he does try to make a dish comparable to Kuga's his speciality. I don't know how he's going to manage it. You know, and like, I liked the whole deliberation about calling back on a previous festival with he and his father, where they had served those black pepper buns, and you know, the idea of the swarm of you know, customers that were just standing around eating it would draw more, the attention that would draw. You know, this is something he was hoping for. He was banking on that, you know, word of mouth to sort of, you know, travel through the grapevine of people walking about past these two, you know, rivaling, you know, conflictory, is that even a word? You know, establishments in the Moon Festival, Kuga's and his little cart. And really, you look at Kuga's and it's no contest, really. And so I'm just really highly intrigued to see whomever this is that, you know, Soma has enlisted the aid of, to what ends? You know, what exactly is going on there? Are they going to get ingredients for him? Is it his father who has returned? I highly doubt it. I think whomever is in his diner is whomever he was speaking with that, you know, they blatantly don't show it. And Megumi's kind of freaked out by that. And I'm thinking whomever that is somebody who's going to go get those ingredients, or perchance the cutlery, specific cutlery, or you know, dishes, pans, whatever cooking, you know, pieces that he might need, because he's only operating right now with a stone oven as part of the, you know, the cart that he pushes around. So it's very possible that if he has other ideas in mind, he's going to need other utensils and other you know, items that will help him cook a mapo tofu centric dish, that kind of thing. And so I'm just, again, I'm highly curious. I am intrigued. My curiosity is piqued to see who this is, what they were doing there, what he has them employed doing, to what ends, how this is all going to shape up, and whether or not, at the end of the day, Soma has even a chance in hell, a snowball's chance in hell, of matching, let alone surpassing, Kuga's prowess in this Moon Festival. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious that you see Alice completely breaking down everything to do with Akira and everything like that. He's on his last nerve because everything she does, she's supposed to order, you know, tomatoes, and she only ordered 2, but she ordered a whole bunch of these other spices, and she has no idea. It's like she's out of her element. She is, you know, completely gone. She doesn't know what she's supposed to be doing, and whatever like that. So I don't know. It's just gonna be hilarious to see. Like, everybody else seems to be relatively prospering, but damn, Arena just laid the smacketh down, saying, you are some of the people in the Autumn Festival who came out on top, and look how horrendous you've done now. Look how much this disservices your previous accomplishments and everything. And Soma's not even there. He comes in later and he's like, well, that didn't go quite how I thought. You know, he's all smiles and everything. He's never going to be downtrodden. He's going to take every misstep and mistake as a learning opportunity, an active learning opportunity, and that's why I love him, and I love this show. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you've seen this particular episode, episode 3 of San no Sara, the third plate of Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars, if you enjoyed it, if you are as, you know, compelled and intrigued as I am how this is going to play out, if you hold any expectations that Soma's going to somehow win this, I don't, but I remain open to being surprised. And yeah, so if you didn't enjoy this episode, let me know that in the comments below as to why, as well as if you did, and such like that, as long as we have a great conversation. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.